Alright, so you tell someone that if they can roll the ball underneath the bridge without hitting the stick, that you'll buy them a drink. So they come over here and they start trying to figure it out, and they can't go anywhere without hitting the stick. And so I guess they're not going to get a drink. And so they keep trying over here. And so then they ask you to do it. And you roll the ball underneath the bridge. It's all in the wording. Alright, so this is the way to win a drink at a bar. You bet someone that you can make the penny on top of the 8-ball fall onto the face of the Statue of Liberty on the dollar bill. And they think the penny's going to roll forward with the 8-ball when you hit it. So this is how it's done. See, the penny falls directly onto the dollar bill. That's how you win a drink. Alright, so here's another version of a trick. You bet someone that you can make the penny on top of the 8-ball fall onto the spot underneath. This is a little trickier than having it fall on the dollar bill because it's a smaller space. But as long as the 8-ball is directly over the spot, the penny will fall right onto the spot. And there's your drink. So you're playing a game of 9-ball, and you got to hit the 7-ball first. And this is a good way to make the 8-9 combination. But with the 7 in the way, there's no way these two can go. But with the cue being quicker than the eye, you can make it with a little bit of magic. And there you go. Okay, so with the cue being quicker than the eye, what we're going to do this in slow motion. But don't try this in a tournament or a game, otherwise you'll be disqualified, unless somebody doesn't know the trick. So this is how it really works. Okay, so these two balls in the rail right here are frozen together. And you show someone that you can pocket the 3 all the way down the rail without a problem. And so you bet someone that if they set it up the same way, they won't be able to pocket it. But before you set it up, you don't let them see this, you wet your finger a little bit. So you wet your finger, you put it on the ball, and then stick them together. And then they go down to shoot it. And for some reason, I never had this problem, I can still make this shot, but they call it a hustler trick. What's supposed to happen is the other ball is supposed to be thrown off slightly because the dab of saliva will throw the ball off the rail. So, for some reason it still goes for me, but that's supposed to be a hustler trick that the ball will be thrown off if you apply a dab of saliva. Okay, so I just jumped this ball into this shoe. And this is a good hustler trick from Pool Hall Junkies. The guy says, I bet you $1,000 I can tell you where you got your shoes. The other guy's like, there's no one in the world that could possibly tell me where I got my shoes. And so the guy says, you got your shoes on the table. Takes your shoes off the table, puts them on the floor, and collects his $1,000. Alright, so for this hustler trick, you bet somebody that you can pocket this 8-ball in the corner pocket without having the cue ball touch any of these other balls. And you tell them you can't jump the ball either. So they look at the space in the ball and they see that there's no way the cue ball is going to get past without touching any of the balls. So then you tell them that you can do it, and they bet that you can. And what you do is you take a mini cue ball out of your pocket. You replace the big cue ball with the mini cue ball. And you never tell them that you can't use anything else because that's part of the hustle. And so now you can pocket the 8-ball without touching any of the other balls.